It all opens up with one click of a switch. Just wait for it to load. Right now there's a glare on the screen, but I'll fix that in just a sec. Let's see if that fixed anything. I think that fixed it. Anyways, hello folks. You never thought that there would be an Arcade1Up stream, but here we are. Okay, let's see who's... I had to go through a few hoops and hurdles to get this set up, but it was worth it in the end. Okay, hello, Spectra, Xdude, So, this cabinet is the Pac-Man Neon Deluxe cabinet. The one that has the neon artwork on the side and not the midway artwork that everyone in the community is sick of seeing. Yeah, the games include our Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Mania, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Land, hello Duckweed, Pac-and-Pal, Galaga. These are basically all the games that I got on the 40th cabinet, but this one includes Galaxian, Galaga 88, Dig Dug 2, Rompers, and Rolling Thunder. I'm not familiar with either of them. And Mappy. And yeah, you since this is the Pac-Man cabinet, you know that we have to start up with, well, Pac-Man. Keep in mind, I'm only going to do arcade settings, so I'm not going to be doing any of the. I'm not going to be doing any of the speed up hacks. There. Well, there's always something wrong with my camera, but I think everything's fixed now. Anyways, let us start. In hindsight, maybe setting a tripod in front of me while I play on an arcade machine wasn't the best idea. Oh. Crap. I wish you the best of luck, Duckweed. Okay, maybe I should stand up for these. Because after all, aren't arcade cabinets supposed to be played standing up? Ah, I fell right into that. Hello, Maximum Huge. The only thing that would be worse than my current Pac-Man progress is being better at Pac-Man Plus. Because, yeah, that game kind of sucks. Yeah. But I suck even more. Okay, maybe I actually will play Pac-Man again this stream, but still. I have a I have a Ms. Pac-Man counter-cade, but I don't have the full-size Ms. Pac-Man. But then again, if they made a neon Ms. Pac-Man, then maybe I would. Ah. Okay, this definitely deserves a redo. I will say this is definitely a better cabinet than the 40th anniversary one. For multiple reasons. The biggest reason being the fact that it's not unbearably loud at the lowest volume. Because that was a problem that the 40th anniversary one had. Yeah, I have the Ms. Pac-Man machine. It's great in terms of looking at Ms. Pac. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, many of the older cabinets have a really small lineup of games. The 40th had an alright lineup of games, but there was a few things holding it down. One of them being the aforementioned audio issue, and another being the fact that it had this really weird smoothing Vaseline filter that was apparently also in their Ms. Pac-Man cabinet and their Frogger cabinet as well. Yeah, not even Frogger is safe from these issues. And unlike Pac-Man and Ms. Pac, he never recovered. Man, life is never easy for Frogger. Yeah, he never returned, despite Konami claiming that Frogger returns. What was the last Frogger game, anyways? I'm a fan of the series, but I haven't really caught up with it. Any of them, I only really played the PlayStation games. Yeah, another issue the 40th cabinet had was one that, believe it or not, every single Pac-Man cabinet that has this game has this issue, except for this one and possibly the Pac-Man Plus Deluxe, but I haven't seen it on there. But there's an issue in Pac-Land where the water would be this glitched black color instead of blue, and yeah, it took Arcade1Up until now to realize, hey, maybe we should actually fix Pac-Land here, and that's what they did. Okay, I'm definitely doing better at Pac-Man now that I'm standing up. Then again, Pac-Man is the kind of stand-up game. Blinky was both unpredictable and predictable at the same time. Gotta love him. That was a close one. I thought I was going right. Okay, get out of your scatter mode, Pinky, because I need to get those last few dots. There we go. I never like missing the fruit in Pac-Man. Ah. So yeah, this hideout, hiding out over there, that Arcade1Up actually mentioned that on their app. So it is a thing that was intended for the original arcade game. Yeah, so I should also mention that the speed up version of Pac-Man in this cabinet, it no longer affects the it no longer affects the attract mode and the intermissions. So, yeah. Just what I needed. Ah, I just beat my high score. See, good things happen when you try again. I mean, that's what Arcade1Up learned when it came to Pac-Man. And another issue that was in several of their other cabinets was an issue that actually was not present on their first model, because after their first Pac-Man model that had Pac-Man Plus, the audio on all the arcade games was like a pitch higher, and thankfully they fixed that issue here. Ah. God damn it. That wasn't intentional, but I'm glad I saved myself. Okay, no, forget the ghost there. I just want to clear the level. No more cherries. Ah. Well, that was Pac-Man. I definitely got better on my second playthrough because I got the high score. But all good things must come to an end. As in, a good game like Pac-Man must be followed up with a bad game like Pac-Man Plus. Ugh. What a fever dream this game is. Huh. That came out better than expected. Yeah, the reason why I don't really like Pac-Man Plus is pretty much the arbitrary gimmicks added to the power pellets, such as Blinky here not being affected, and also sometimes the maze just completely disappearing. Ah. Hello, Vanilla. You are watching arcade gameplay unless you want to be anal about it. But unfortunately, this time you're not watching a very good arcade game. Yeah, you know a game is you know something is off when the best part about your game is the exclusive marquee it gets. Well, you should eat your words, Iva, because because the last time I played normal Pac-Man, I failed the first one. I failed the first attempt, but the second attempt I got significantly better, and I even beat my high score. Great. Now with the intermission, the power flow lasts even shorter. That's another reason why Pac-Man Plus isn't very good. Yeah, this is the when the maze disappears, that's pretty much that's the straw that chomped the ghost monster's back. And combined with Blinky not even turning blue. This is what hell looks like. Well, at least the maze is actually designed well because it's the original maze. Unfortunately, no, Maximum View. There are no Sneeches. Or fortunately, given how the Star Ability ones are. Ah. Well, that was Pac-Man Plus. Unlike the original Pac-Man, I'm not going to be replaying this one. Okay. Sorry about that. Now on to Pac-Mania. And here is possibly the only slight blemish of the Pac-Man Neon cabinet. The sound effects in Pac-Mania feel compressed in the wrong way, but it's tolerable. Anyways, this is the American version of Pac-Mania. Which is a thrill to me because I'm so used to the Japanese version. There is the Japanese version of Super Pac-Man, but I think the rest of them are based on their American ROMs. I mean, I know for sure Pac-Land is. When it comes to American Pac-Mania, I think it's possibly easier because there's significantly less stages. In fact, I don't think you have to play the same game twice for this game. Because for Japanese, you definitely had to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pac-Man Theater. This is Super Pellet from Super Pac-Man. A game will begin. Ah! God damn it. I really am that stupid. Then again, my Pac-Mania score isn't very high despite my love for this game. Ah! I really am stupid. It drives me insane when people forget the hyphen in Pac-Man. But it drives Namco insane when people don't spell Pac-Man's name in all caps. Ah. Okay. I will be using the continue feature. So Pac-Man's not the only one, huh? Also, this is debatably the first game to feature the Blinky and Clyde error. There we go. Ah. All the way, Clyde. In the Japanese version, this level's bonus fruit is an apple, and the special item is still the green apple. So you basically go from an apple to an apple. Dang, I forgot Sue. Ah, thought Clyde was gonna go down. Ah. There we go. Ah. There we go. Now on to Sandbox Land. I thought it was going to. For a second, I thought it was jungly steps, but no, that's the next world that I'm probably not going to encounter in this stream. Eh. Get a super pellet. Ah. Ah. I should have eaten that power pellet. Ah, well. Well, wait for it to go down and then. Yeah, I am a real Pac-Maniac. 3 times. Anywho. Next is Super Pac-Man. Cat and Zoe. Huh. That sounds like a sitcom. Yeah. Super Pac-Man is the only other game that's included on the Ms. Pac-Man counter-cade that I own. Those ghosts stole our Pac-Man cereal! Now let's go ghost chomp them! Yeah. There. Yeah, Super Pac-Man is just a solid B tier for me. Also, when Pac-Man said, "I don't even eat bananas" in that one JoJo parody, yeah, he's a lying little bastard. Again, he was under a lot of pressure just so DK wouldn't beat him up. It didn't work. So, yeah, maybe DK actually is pretty smart. Anyway, speaking of DK, Bonanza. That's a great game. And speaking of DK and Bonanza, King K. Rool got his animation in Nintendo Today. So yeah, Kremling fans, you're all living in heaven now. I don't know what the timing for that is. Ah, hello, DK. Oh, Greg, I forgot. Thanks for reminding me, Duckweed. Anyways, funny coconut crab man. Here's your proof that Pac-Man eats burgers. Yeah, for those unaware, this is where Pac-Man's Final Smash originates from. There's even a speed up button in the Smash for 3DS and Wii U version of it. just like in this game. Ah. Anyways, this is the part where eggs. I'm sure you know every way that an egg can be guzzled, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza was my close second when it came to my favorite game this year. And given the stream, you won't be surprised on what my number one is. The comeback of the century, especially after how terrible the 40th anniversary was. I didn't bother watching the Game Awards, Donkey Kong. I spent my time playing with this machine. And here we go. Probably my favorite game on the... Next is probably my favorite game on the system. You can tell it's my favorite game because I am literally number 8 on the arcade settings leaderboard. Anyways, I think now's the part where I can sit down. Follow a balloon, yell like a lemon too, use Pac-Man. Sort of really guy goes always on by, use Pac-Man. He runs, he rolls, he's very bright. He's a little ball. Who's walking right? Not gonna have because here the ghost. He did power question. Who has the most? Think this is the car. He's a winner from the start. On the Pac-Man. Always looking for fun. He's so fun. He's Pac-Man. Any time at all, he's been never fall. He's Pac-Man. He is always in a good mood, and he's so right. A lucky attitude. When he's in a jam, he is always prepared. With the black power, he's a scared. Think this is the car. He's a winner from the start. On the Pac-Man. I must have those power pellets! Go find me the power pellet forest! I once saw a post that said, Mario fans, when I tell them their favorite franchise is a Pac-Land ripoff. I mean, technically he's not wrong because one of the main inspirations behind Super Mario Bros. Was Pac-Land. So one of the main inspirations for Super Mario Bros. Was a game based off of the Pac-Man cartoon. So a Japanese game based on an American cartoon. Based on a Japanese game. You saw the water there, right? It was actually fixed. Unlike the 40th anniversary cabinet. Okay, I got Sue. And then we get Inky. Now always remember Sue needs to be the 5th ghost you eat. Otherwise you won't get the time bonus. Use Pac-Man. In the American version, the invisibility power-up shows up in this round, but in the Japanese version, it's in the it's in the round after this. Likely because of how much harder it is in the US version, and rightfully so, because yeah, despite the Hanna-Barbera graphics here, I definitely prefer the Japanese version. I think in Smash Bros, Pac-Land is the only stage where not a single music track from its source game was used in was ever featured. Okay. Okay, Sue. Clyde. Here's a fun fact. Sue was originally going to be named Bonnie, as a reference to Bonnie and Clyde. Hello, Marcus. Okay. I wonder if anyone has made a mod for a Japanese Pac-Land that keeps the physics of the Japanese release, but it replaces the sprites with the Midway ones. Funny you say that, Maximum Hugh, because such a version exists in the delisted mobile game Namco Arcade. And that was actually that app was actually my first experience with Pac-Land. It took some getting used to, but I'm glad I was able to play it there. Wait a minute, we're not gonna fall for that old trick, are we? Come on! And then Pac-Man World 2 Repack comes in, and then the ghosts end up buying the Switch 2. Yeah, that's pretty much my experience with the Switch 2. Everyone I followed kept hyping it up, and I was honestly sick of it because it was always because of Mario Kart World, and yeah, if you know me, I'm not exactly a big fan of that game. But then Repack came along, and it combined with Bonanza. Yeah, I ended up getting a Switch 2 off of eBay, but still. Okay. Don't tell Mario got out wrong about the Mario Galaxy movie. Okay. Those fool ghost monsters! Where are they? Aha! I might have known you blunder again. What's your excuse this time? Stop your shivering and go get some new ghost suits. Hiya, boss. You'll never guess how we messed up this time. I don't have to guess, I saw it all. On my Pac-Land spy satellite. Me? On TV? How did I look, Mr. Rod? Shut up! Nothing will stop me from finding Pac-Land's hidden power force. Once I control all the power pellets, I'll be the master of Pac-Land. But Pac-Man's the Power Force security chief. Yeah, he's up into that. He's quick. Yeah, and he chomps like this. There we go. I'm not gonna do the rest of that because we'd be here all day. And I've already done that in multiple streams. Here's a change made in this cabinet's version of Pac-Man that I'm a bit mixed on. The joystick also lets Pac-Man move. While it's cool that's an option, I don't think Pac-Man was definitely not made with it in mind, especially with the river segments. I could use these balloons for Pac-Baby's birthday party. Surprise! Happy birthday, Pac-Baby! Yeah, all that was improvised. Even though there was an episode where Pac-Baby celebrated his birthday. Okay. I'm gonna need to stand up for the springboard segments. Ah. God damn it. Come on. Finally. Ah. I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, so they get me further here, but not on the springboard? Jeez. Tell him, Pinky! Tell him, Mickey! To tell him, Blinky!
I wasn't watching when they pulled the question. I thought you guys were watching.
I wasn't watching. Were you watching? No, it wasn't me. I thought you were watching. Hello, Lapis the raccoon. I'm gonna need a drink of water. It's a good thing that this Arcade1Up has a pause screen. which was something that the 40th anniversary cabinet also lacked. Hell, even the counter-cade lacks it. Okay. I'm not ready for this one. I got an extra life.
Oh boy, what a time to cut my power pellets. All I got are these super instant cactus seeds. Instant cactus seeds? That gives me a great idea.
We got him now!
Down! Haha, that's what you get for being a thorn in my side.
This is the first. I think this is the furthest I've made in the American ROM. Yeah. But yeah, I beat my high score. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm canonically Pac-Man's friend. Yeah, like I said, this is the North American version of Pac-Land because it is significantly faster than the Japanese version. There we go. Yeah, Peanut Butter Gamer is friends with DW. And you might be thinking, oh, that's just what the high score says to make them feel better about themselves. Well, Pac-Man himself actually interacted with me a couple of times. Recently he celebrated when I mentioned that Figar needs some love too. Which we will be getting to Dig Dug soon, but let's see where we are now in Pac-Land. Okay, number 18 overall. But what about the arcade settings? Number 7, student watches porn and gets naked. Okay. I definitely like Pac-Pal because of its music. Oh, I think Pac-Pal is better than Super Pac-Man. Then again, it's mostly carried by its soundtrack. Well, here it is, the Pac-Man game that counter-cade owners were like, huh? And never played since. In other words, Pac-Pal, or as the Americans would have called it, Pac-Man and Chomp Chomp. That is, if the That is if the Arcade1Up. I mean that is if Pac-Man and Chomp Chomp actually released. Here's a fun fact. In the Japanese board game based on Pac-Land, Chomp Chomp appears, and instead of mentioning the fact that he was from the Hanna-Barbera show, it mentions that he was Miru's replacement in Pac-Man and Chomp Chomp, a game that didn't even release. Yeah, I put the volume a bit louder because I love this song. It's one of my favorite Pac-Man songs. I said this once and I'll say it again. I would have killed for a Pac and Pal arrangement in Super Smash Brothers. Ah. Why'd I do that? Ah well, I'll also get the orange. Oftentimes the ghosts change from scatter to chase in time with the music. I've seen how this game controls in the counter-cade, and your only method of shooting is with the player 2 button, and the fact that the player 2 button might might reset the game if prior models are to go by. Yeah, that doesn't look ideal for Pac and Pal. Yes, I used the guide for this, but it is the same. The pattern for the bonus game is dependent on your score. At least according to the Arcade1Up, not Arcade1Up, Arcade Archive stream of this game. Here's the Rally X car. Kind of surprised that Rally X did not make it in this cabinet, but it is what it is. They'll probably add every Namco game that isn't Ms. Pac-Man. Unless it's on a dedicated Ms. Pac-Man cabinet with no coin operation. Thanks, GCC. Well, that went better than expected. Miro, you're not going anywhere with that. Ah! Or maybe you are. Ah, hello, Starfy Kid. Yeah, I think that's enough Pack and Pal for now. I still really like the game. Yeah, Galaxian is connected to Pac-Man, likely because of the Galaxian bonus fruit. But so are Dig Dug and Mappy thanks to the Pac-Land promotional artwork. Okay. Now for the games I'm probably not very good at. That are actually good. Unlike Pac-Man Plus. Galaga. Oh, the Galaga boss ducked me. Or not. Honestly, I'm hoping that I don't get the high score because it ends up with my favorite song in the entire game. Okay, maybe I do need to get good at Galaga or something, I don't know. Or maybe the Galaga boss is actually my friend. Which is primarily how I play Galaga, because I'm a wuss who sucks at Galaga without the double ship. And even that, I'd probably prefer the rapid fire mode. There we go. There we go. Now I can actually be semi-competent at Galaga. But not for long because I'll probably screw it up somehow. Yeah, I like Galaga, but I definitely like Pac-Man a lot more. That said, Galaga is better than Galaxian. And that's partially because in order to get the Ms. Pac-Man Easter egg, you have to grind in Galaxian. I also think I like Galaga 88 more normal Galaga. And thankfully Galaga 88 is included here. I got extra life. Cool. Oh, the scorpions are coming. And the fleas are like a jet. If you're looking for some action, Galaga's the game you get. Unless you're looking for Centipede. Huh. Guess I am competent at Galaga for better or for worse, because while that technically is a good thing, I vastly prefer the second place music more than the first place music. Also, according to Luigi, this game is Duck Hunt. No! No! Damn it. I was so close to preventing the high score, but no. I got this song instead. Galaga's like the one game where I don't want to get a high score because I love the second place music so much. Anyways, that's enough of Galaga. Now we're on to Inferior Galaga, featuring the GOAT. The Galaxians have 30-30 vision. It's 20-20 vision, but better because it's not associated with the shitty year. Yeah, much like Pac-Land, I'm putting this out at Volume 1. Which, if this was on the 40th, it would have been literal hell. Because this is loud as shit. Even though this is Inferior Galaga, it is better than Space Invaders. I know Space Invaders caused a yen shortage, but still, Galaxian is better. Also, there was that one Arcade1Up cabinet that was it was the full-sized it was one of the full-sized ones, but it was Space Invaders. And the Space Invaders one only had 2 games. Space Invaders and Space Invaders Color. implying there are no other Space Invaders games besides that. Huh. Even in the movies, they know that Wonder Form Bowser Jr. is a complete joke. So I'll definitely give the movie props for that. Authenticity. Oh yes, the Super Mario Galaxian movie. If that was what the movie was about, then I'd definitely watch it. Then again, it's Galaxian, so it's not going to be too far off from Mario story-wise. Hello, Taizo, or Diggless D. Douglas, as your pal Mappy calls you. Don't worry, I'll get you your game soon. I'm surprisingly competent at Galaxian. Maybe grinding for Ms. Pac-Man in Volume 3 did something to me. Either that, or I was really terrible at Galaxian earlier. Yeah, I tried to. I've still yet to complete that, Ethan. The only games I haven't completed yet are the aforementioned Galaxian and Tower of Druaga. Anyways, there he is, the goat. But the goat's no longer present when it comes to the Galaga 88. Oh, I'm sure the Pac Dots taste like. Nope. Sorry, hold that thought. I have to play Galaga 88. My favorite Galaga game in this collection. Even before I was really into the Koopalings, I thought the junior boss fight in Wonder was pretty lackluster. So it's kind of funny that they made Wonder Junior pushover in the in the movie. So, have any of you played Galaga Destination Earth? Because I haven't, but it looks interesting. Despite my general incompetence at Galaga. Damn it. It's a PlayStation game. Yeah, I think 88 is my favorite Galaga game. I don't know if I don't know how much arrangement expands upon the concept, but I still think 88 is my favorite. Even if I still suck. I care. Anyways. Well, Taizo, here it is. I've been playing a lot of Dig Dug today. Still trying to improve my skills at this game, but still. I've gotten a little better. Or are you talking about Dig Dug: A New Frontier? The game's so bad that it doesn't exist anymore. I mean, I hear the Game-Episodes format was terrible. Performance-wise, not due to the people behind it being associated with monkey JPEGs. Overpriced monkey JPEGs, that's it. If there's any lost media that deserves to be lost, it's Dig Dug New Frontier. That shit looks like the fake retro shit you'd see in garbage like Sonic Prime or Mega Man Fully Charged. I haven't seen Fully Charged, but I haven't heard good things about it. I have attempted to see Sonic Prime, but I didn't like it at all. I could barely get through the first episode. Inflation. Yeah, Flygar was probably the only good thing about New Frontier. I mean, he destroys Weed Dug's weed collection. And pretty much the only good thing to come out of the Sonic Prime was the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse comparisons. Just because it makes all the fans mad. Especially the Sonic fans who want their adaptation to be seen as high art or something. I'm a Pac-Man fan who loves the cartoon like to death, but you don't see me comparing it to The Godfather. Which, speaking of, I have watched a little bit of The Godfather. It's a good movie, by the way. Contrary to what Peter Griffin says. I like how the one thing that Bowser Jr. and I can agree on is the fact that New Frontier looks like complete shit. Or at least it was, because, yeah, lost media. That's better off being lost. Much like Pac-Man, the bonus items in Dig Dug include a Galaxian. Concussion. Also, I've seen the Dig Dug cabinet from Arcade1Up. It looks good, sans one unfortunate detail. Its marquee is absolutely washed out. Which the problem isn't very noticeable when it comes to the 40th cabinet, because it was the Midway Pac-Man design, so the washed out colors aren't as noticeable because the background's completely white and empty. Well, at least I got in. Oh yeah, special flag. Although in Pac-Man's case, it's called the Special Pac. The special flag is also in Star Fox Assault because that was developed by Namco. Yeah, so many leaks always mention Wario. They want to set aside the difference between Wario the idea versus Wario the man. I know one character who cares about Wario. Waluigi. Presumably. That's why I said presumably Bowser Jr. Dig Dug is a lot of fun. Which is why I'm glad that I got better at it. At an arcade, there was one guy who I saw was playing Dig Dug, and he actually he actually gave me the controls, and yeah, I made maybe one layer further than him. Inflation.
In more ways than one.
But yeah, I do not like spoiler. I do not like leak culture very much. God damn it. Okay, so that was Dig Dug. Yeah, shouldn't we all, Junior? Now we move on to Dig Dug 2. A game I'm even worse at, even though I also like Dig Dug 2.
Ultimate classic arcade game. Guys, do you remember Wario Land, the arcade game? It's real because I said it is.
Can you tell how incompetent I am at this game? I recently got this game on NES, but I haven't played much of it. I don't think you've played this game before, Bowser. So, yeah. Ah. Yeah, this deserves a redo. Yeah, Dig Dug 2 is fun, but I'm no good at it. Can you tell? Yeah, someone actually had a Mandela effect and misremembered Dig Dug 1 being in Namco Museum DS and not 2. Definitely Puka himself into commission. Or Puka himself out of commission. You could say so, Vanilla. Waka waka waka. Unfortunately, Ms. Pac-Man is not included in this cabinet because they needed a reason to sell different Ms. Pac-Man cabinets. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a poll. If I can figure out how to... Ms. Pac-Man won't be on this cabinet, but it'll be on the counter-cade that I own. And yes, Vanilla, I know you were referencing Roger Rabbit because, yeah, great movie. Ah. Yeah, I gave up. Like Candace Flynn. Watermelon! One of my favorite fruits. Well, unfortunately, I still suck. I'm glad that H is after... that I is after H. Yeah, that was Dig Dug 2. And now for the two games I am terrible at. Rompers. Rompers is still a good game. For what little I played anyways. Ah. Got the gem. Yes, you still got it, Ms. Pac. And here's Armadillo from Donkey Kong 64. Wait, no, his back isn't full of military weapons. This is an armadillo. Ah, This game is featured on Encore. I think I might actually be competent at this game. But it's kind of stressful. But I am better at this game than I am at Rolling Thunder, right? I fell into that. I avoid the armadillo. Huh. I was worried that I almost hit him. There we go, a Bomberman stage. I wonder if Flygar is related to that Dino Torch looking enemy. Considering they're both reptiles that breathe fire. An earthquake. Oh, so it stops the enemies. Well, bye, Miss Pac. You see, I'm competent at what? I'm competent at rompers. Something I can't say about Rolling Thunder. And just like Pac-Land, it is a horizontal game. One of only two. I think this is the game that I had the age rating on the box be 14 and up. But yeah. As well, I'm pretty sure Rolling Thunder is a good game. I'm no good at it. Which is funny because that's how nearly the entire Arcade1Up user base feels about Pac-Land. And yeah, compared to them, I'm like a pro. I like the death noise in this game. We're pulling out the big guns here. Ah. And you start off with the pistol if you die. I'm fine with playing Splatterhouse. Ah. Yeah. But regardless, I'm no good at this one. Well, seems like everyone wants Ms. Pac-Man, so yeah. After Mappy, it'll be Ms. Pac time. But yeah, Mappy is one of my favorite arcade games. Especially by Namco. My favorite Namco game, it's this one, Taizo. Anyways, Mappy is in my top 5, though. Okay, there was no way I could go. There's no way I could get out of that. Yeah, Goro is pretty funny.
Finally, somebody has taste. They may have taste, but you ain't getting away, Goro.
Yeah, finally, the return of my voice for Mappy. Based off of Hanna-Barbera sounding animals. Wait, how did Goro get away from that? Fucking fat ass. The games I'd add to this besides Ms. Pac-Man are probably the arrangement titles.
Ow, you got me!
Yeah, they never added the arrangement games, but then again, the only excuse I'd buy is the fact that they'd have to add two separate joysticks, which would make it a bit cluttered for games like Pac-Man or games like Galaga are more so because Pac-Man you just need a joystick. Ah, I hate when the cats do that. I just want to make it to the bell stages. So excuse me if I play a bit more of Mappy. But then again, playing too much Mappy will never make your life crappy. Yeah, they do read me like a book half the time. That's the one thing I don't like about Guro's children.
That's right, we're smarter than the average kitty. I thought the phrase was smarter than the average bit. No. Do you want to get sued?
Ah. I really am that stupid. Ah. Yes, I am stupid. Especially when it comes to games like Mappy. That doesn't change the fact that I love it just the same. Even if I do question my intelligence from time to time. Bye, Lapis. Then I got to hear the whole music. Now I really got locked in with Mappy. The good thing about the Meowkies is that they always go one way. Shouts to that one Dig Dug comic that keeps showing up at the end of every episode of the Mappy series.
How did that miss him too?
I'm probably not going to make it to the bells. Because that's like round 8, right? Mappy has one of my favorite video game arcade cabinet designs of all time. Artwork wise, I'm not sure structure wise. But art wise, yeah. It's to the point where I wish Pac-Man took cues from Mappy when it came to yeah. Anyways, this is what I could do with Mappy for tonight. I couldn't make it to the bell levels, which was disappointing because that's my favorite weapon in this game. Hello, SMBTC. You just witnessed the end of this portion. I'm kind of partial towards the I'm kind of partial towards the Galaga second place music myself, Ethan, but I do like Mappy's theme a lot. Yeah, that was it for Pac-Man on the Arcade1Up. Now we move on to Ms. Pac-Man. Just need to lower the screen a bit. Or the camera, I mean. You see Miss Pac over there? Yeah, this is the Ms. Pac-Man counter-cade I was referring to. Should probably move the camera a bit so the screen isn't as washed out as it appears. Because, yeah, that's a... Yes, it is that small. Especially compared to the Pac-Man cabinet. Anyways, now it's Ms. Pac time. Yeah, you can tell comparing the Pac-Man cabinet to this Ms. Pac countercade. The audio pitch on this one is a bit off. And I mentioned that plagued nearly every single Pac-Man cabinet that they sold after their first one. Up until the Pac-Man Plus Deluxe, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, there is kind of a bit of slowdown, which I didn't notice until Okay, fine, I'll reset here. Yeah. I need to adjust it a little bit. Okay, now let's go. And no, I'm not going to be playing Super Pac-Man on this. Because also it was more fun on the normal 1-up. This is probably the one game where I probably would I probably would prefer the speed up pack, which luckily Arcade1Up supplies in their current Ms. Pac-Man cabinets. I think they're modeled after the lawsuit machine. If you know, you know. Thank you, GCC. That's going to be my catchphrase when it comes to Ms. Pac-Man, huh? Need to trick Blinky there. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I would properly adjust it, but this doesn't have a pause feature, unlike the deluxe cabinet. But yeah, I'd say the Neon Deluxe cabinet is probably Arcade1Up's best work when it comes to Pac-Man. From what I've experienced of all of their Pac-Man products anyways. And that includes this. I bought this off like QVC or the Home Shopping Network or whatever it is. It was an alright price, just under $100. Especially because I actually only got this one from Ms. Pac-Man, and yeah. Yeah, this is Into the Volcano. And that's a pretzel over there. Since this is the actual Ms. Pac-Man, I get to call it a pretzel. If it was a port by Now Production, then I would have called it a cookie. So, i.e., just the NES version and Namco Museum version. Actually got Sue there. There we go. Yeah, I already mentioned Volume 3 because it's a Namco Museum game. For some reason, the Arcade1Up app calls the orange peach. That was quick. Yeah. Well, at least I made it to the pair. I say as I almost get chomped by Blinky. Yeah, I think you're right, Ethan. This is running a bit slower than normal. Yeah, I was begging Sue to go up there, and she did. Which is funny because pretty much the one thing that's randomly generated in both Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man is how the turn to blue ghosts move. Ah, I was so close to being this high score too. But yeah, I need to reset to the track screen. There. So. To finish off, because I've played Ms. Pac-Man at this point. You knew this line was coming. You knew this line was coming up. Reach for Ms. Pac-Man.